One of the most interesting actors right now is Jake Gyllenhaal. In my opinion, is definitely biased, but I'm sure that's why you're here too, so we can gush over him together. So buckle up in this journey to see why Jake's characters are interesting and as complex as trying to spell his last name. What makes the role of Lou so interesting is not just the fact that he lost weight to emulate a coyote-like frame, it's the fact that he memorized the whole script like a play. He embodies this low-life, greasy character a little too well. You can't help but just watch him. His little to no blinking, like trying to take in all the information, much like a camera shutter in low light. This character is at the bottom of the barrel for a reason. As soon as he starts to gain leverage or power, he abuses it. He figures people out like chess. He tries to find their playing style and tries to abuse their pressure points. And when he gets close to being in checkmate, he lets them win. Like in the beginning when he says,
"I'm not hiring a thief."
Lou doesn't get upset because he's making a point. He makes a mental note. Same with Riz Ahmed. He bargains 50% that they make off this job.
I want more money.
When it comes to your work reputation, you can't unring the bell.
Well, I want half.
I'll counter at 10,000.
You don't set the numbers on this. I want half.
Lou is pushed into the corner, but Riz's character has shown his whole hand. Lou hasn't. Lou makes sure that he gets the last word. Lou doesn't just push, he hits them when they least expect it, getting everything he wants, and he gets everything. Detective Loki is a masterclass in a character discovering obstacles and the rising tensions of stress. A great example is when he finds the man who ran away from him, and he's 100% positive it's him. He's the kidnapper. How Detective Loki calls him out on his bluff. How he's trying to disarm him by laughing, or that he's just laughing at the fact he's lying. Seconds later, look at his face. It goes from night to day with anger, frustration, rage. He stares at him like he's gonna harm him. You can see the way stress is pulling him down, weighing him down with an arched back. The bluntness of his speech, trying to get straight to the point, trying to race to finish the case. The heavy blinking, either trying to block out the negative thoughts or again trying to release tension. And when it's the worst of the worst, his boss offers him a drink. He doesn't take it. And it's a great example of the character and how the character just white knuckles through everything. He's only thinking about the case. He's only going to finish the case. He is not going to lose, no matter what happens. Jake doesn't create a stereotypical detective. It has many aspects of it, like many other stories, but yet he takes it as a launching pad to go off of the road that's less traveled on, giving Detective Loki a mystery to him, adding tattoos. All of this adding up to create a dynamic character, slowly trying to get out of the crushing maze of stress. In Nocturnal Animals, Jake steps up to the plate of a dark, twisted place. If you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's such a great performance and treacherous feeling for the audience to watch. My stomach was sick the whole movie. In this scene, I think this displays how well Jake can perform.
I'm glad that you shot him. I'm glad that he's dead. Yeah! I should have stopped it.
The twisted face, the veins rising through the skin as if he's holding in the anger and the sadness of the new situation. Then it's released by the blood-curdling scream. I don't want to spoil the movie, but I think that this scene is a great example of an eye for an eye doesn't resolve what has been done. It's just the torture and the discomfort that even though it's been finished, nothing changes. Nothing changes within you. You think that doing this will help you, but it doesn't, and Jake reflects that in the best physical way possible. I think that's something Jake does brilliantly is his dedication to the craft of carving out the characters and embodying them. Not just physically from his transformation, but also mentally. I think the danger of a redemption role is that it can become stereotypical, but Jake somehow adds his magic to the role. He performs the arc of the character beautifully. It's a classic story of a character having it all, losing it all, and going for his last shot and coming out a better person. We've seen this story 100 times. I mean, Rocky, Creed, Braveheart have this blueprint, but Jake yet again somehow adds magic to this role, not falling into the trap of a stereotypical character, like I feel many actors might with this position. He has many layers that are being added and taken away as the story goes on, learning from his mistakes, controlling his anger, becoming his own rock while his wife isn't there to be his rock. There's something else going on, an unspoken layer that creates a more fully developed character. It's why he's so good in Donnie Darko, Brothers, Zodiac, Enemy, Love and Other Drugs, Jarhead, End of Watch, Wildlife, and Stronger. I mean, I think Stronger shows a side of Jake that gets overlooked in the darker, heavier roles. In Stronger, I think it best shows his duality of his ability of charming and a heavy tone. Stronger is an inspiring true story based off of Jeff Bowman, who lost his legs from the Boston bombing and finding his way to overcome his past and his present problems. Yet again, we see Jake push the performance to the max. He brings it all.
You just have to show up for
Show
once.
up.
Yes.
Show up? I showed up! I was standing there for you!
Oh, for
and
you
look
what?
where that got me!
So this is my fault then? All
I
of it.
showed up for
all
you.
of it.
He's got the ability of playing these charming characters, and then bam, we see the characters reveal their true thoughts, and we cannot take our eyes off the screen. Jake puts his all into every character he does. If I could, I would make this video hours long. But the reason I love Jake is because you believe that every character he does, he brings a fully formed character before he even steps onto screen. He puts the work in figuring out who they are, what they walk like, talk like, blink like, adding mystery with tattoos, creating an arc with slowly layered maturity over time frame, and having the guts to go 100% in any scene. I can't wait to see what he does next. Thanks for watching.